I've never seen you so hurt.
I know.
Wait, guys. Hey everybody, Josh and Trevor here for another Whiskey Wednesday for Argonaut Wine and Liquor. Another barrel today.
Yeah.
That's what,
keep
at least
coming.
3-4 weeks in a row that we've had a new single barrel pick.
Right.
So today we're really excited. We've got our newest Larceny barrel pick. This one, about 7 years usually on Larceny picks, weeded bourbon. One that before we started doing the single barrels of this, I didn't know much about, but since we've started doing single barrels, it's become one of my kind of daily go-to favorites.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really gained in popularity too. When we picked this first barrel, our first Larceny barrel, Josh and I picked at Heaven Hill, and it was one of the first 6 or 7. I know they said under 10 Larceny barrel picks in the entire country.
Yep.
And that one started to take off. Our second Larceny barrel, really, we sold out of that fairly quickly. I mean, you saw the rise in popularity between the two barrels. So we're very excited to have our third one. It's always a great one, great daily drinker, great price point.
Yeah, absolutely. $22.99 on this guy right now on sale. And yeah, that was kind of fun because when we were down in Heaven Hill, we got to, thieve Larceny out of the barrel. So when Larceny Barrel Proof came out, everybody was asking us, have you tried it? What's it like? And both of our responses were the same. No, I haven't tried the Larceny Barrel Proof, but I have had Larceny out of the barrel.
Yeah, exactly.
And
yes,
it's fantastic.
Yes and no.
Yeah, and it's really good.
So
let's give this one a shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Really oaky on the nose. Like I get a lot of oak and kind of that spicy oak, which I don't always associate with like a weeded bourbon.
I was about to say that's a little different, but I agree with you. It's definitely there.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic, solid daily drinker. Got a decent hit of spice, which again, like I said, don't normally associate with weeded bourbon, but the caramel's there, the sweetness is there. Warms you up a little bit in a really good way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, only 92 proof, very easy drinking, but I actually like, a little bit of that chest warming.
Definitely.
It's just a great, solid, this is one, you should have on your shelf for sure.
I think it's really well rounded. It's got, a little bit of the sweetness, a little bit of the spice, a little bit of just a bunch of different elements, and it really just kind of, especially for something as inexpensive as it is, comes together really, really well. So I'm a big fan of this one. I've already finished a bottle or two already myself, took it skiing in a flask this weekend. It was perfect.
Yeah, this one will be a staple of my household as well for at least a few weeks.
As
long as we have it. Yeah, exactly.
Cool. And then keeping with our theme of doing kind of a sidecar, and with the way the weather's been, we wanted to go with something darker again. So what we have right here is the brand new Boulder Beer the shake aged in Law's whiskey barrels. So they teamed up with our friends at Law's, got a bunch of barrels and did a new version of their shake porter in it.
So yeah, it's a porter with dark chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. I like it a lot actually. I had a few sips before the video started.
The descriptors they have on here are caramel, oaky, and soulful.
Yeah, on the nose, I don't get a ton of either bourbon or chocolate. I mean, it's got more of that porter. I get a lot of like toasty malt notes that I really like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you think about the Elijah Craig toasted barrel or, any of those ones that are going for that more toasty marshmallow notes, it really finishes kind of similar in that regard.
Yeah, it's definitely not a boozy one. This one's lower than some of the ones we've done lately, like 8.9%, I think is what I saw on there. So a little more sessionable than some of those other ones that'll get you into trouble quick. Yeah.
Well, and that says something about us that we're calling basically a 9% beer sessionable.
That's right. Up your game, guys. Yeah. But I really like it. It's, I like not overly sweet. Again, this is one that I could have several of without feeling like I'm getting a sugar high.
Right, exactly. A 9% sessionable beer, of course.
Yeah.
Well, also, I'm sure some of you tuned in thinking we were going to do our drawing today. I apologize. We misspoke last week. The drawing is going to be next week for our Drink Local edition.
Yeah.
So the Drink Local edition will be next week. That's when we do the drawings. This month's is going to be cool. Next month's is something you guys need to see.
Yeah, and we'll be announcing that in a couple weeks, but that's going to be a big one.
That's going to be something worth tuning in for sure.
And absolutely, and as always with our barrel picks, this will get you extra entries into the drawing, so make sure you guys come down and pick them up and get those entries in.
Yeah, definitely. For right now, we're not limiting this one. We'll try to get it online for online sales as well. Come on down, give them a shot. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.